Hey guys, welcome back to L&D Home. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We have a haul today. I decided that I was going to make a purchase from the new but infamous TEMU. I've been seeing this all over the place. It's kind of like Shein. They have clothing and all sorts of stuff, but they also have some home related items. So in this lovely bag is a bunch of home related items, and we are going to be unboxing these and trying them out. I made my purchase on February 27th through the TEMU app, and they gave me an estimated arrival time of March 9th through the 10th. It actually shipped. It was packaged on the March 1st, and it actually shipped on March 2nd, and it did have to go through customs and fly on planes and all of that kind of stuff, but it actually got here within the estimated time of arrival, actually one day prior to the end of their kind of arrival frame. Another thing that I will say is I got a ton of updates, which I really appreciate because I've ordered from sites before where you order and then you don't hear anything until like all of a sudden, oh, it's in your area, it'll be delivered tomorrow. It really kept me up to date on where my package was and when I can expect it. I didn't have to wonder or be in the dark. So I give them a huge round of applause for that because like I said, it doesn't always go that way. So now we get to open this package and we get to figure out what these products actually look like and feel like, and if they're actually going to work. So the first thing that I'm pulling out is this right here. This is a cord organizer. So everything looks like it's coming in like boxes or bags. But I thought this was really cool because it's an organizing case for those different random cords that you have everywhere. It has like a little handle right here. I went with this color, obviously, because you know, I love this kind of color. But it actually feels pretty decent quality. I will say it smells a little bit weird, but sometimes bags and things like that you get even like from a normal store smell funny to me, so I wouldn't put too much thought into that. But just unzipping it, and here is the inside of this. I'm not sure what this part does. I guess this is to hold the cords down here because this is like felt and it connects to the side. But that's what this looks like. Oh, got it. But that is the inside of the bag. So let's test it out and see if it's worth it.
So I was really hoping that I was going to like this organizer because I loved the look of it, and I liked the fact that you could have different compartments and kind of change it up a little bit. I do really like the top part of it where your cords kind of slide through. It has this nice bungee where it kind of holds those cords in and they're not just flopping all over the place. I then tried to put the felt pieces in, and one thing I will say about those is they are very flimsy. I wish that they had a little bit more structure in the middle because I spent a lot of time separating everything in these compartments. And then I went ahead and zipped it up, and I wanted to do a test. Since it had a handle, I figured people might be traveling with it or taking it with them around the house. So I zipped everything up and I gave it a good shake all around to kind of mimic what would happen if I actually traveled with this or used it for a purpose like that. And well, it was an absolute mess. Everything in the top stayed really nicely, but everything in that bottom, those felt things held absolutely nothing. So I give this about 3 out of 5 stars, sadly.
The next item I picked up are actually these little spoons. I have heard people talk about these before. They usually get them from Amazon, where you can't get like the rest of your stuff out of like a jar. Like if you have jelly or jam or peanut butter and you're trying to get like that last little bit. So I wanted to try them, but I didn't want to spend Amazon prices. So it comes with 3. Oh, they're like, oh, they're silicone. Oh, I love that. Okay, so this part is actually really sturdy, but then the ends are very flexible. So you can really get in there and get all of the food items out of your jar. So that's that smallest size. So size comparison. Oh, they're the same. And then you got the big Mama Jamma right here. I guess for those really deep jars and containers. Again, your ends are flexible. Tiny little spoon. So cute. And then a little spatula on the other end. So we will be testing these out as well.
The only container I had that was not like full and almost empty was this barbecue sauce. So I popped that top off there and I used the long one. And I started with kind of like the spoon side. And I will say it was pretty good at getting things out of the bottom. Now, I do think it would work better for a jar or container that had a little bit more of a wide mouth. And the spatula would work really good for scraping the side of a more like wide jar, but it didn't work really well on this thin jar. But overall, I do like these, and I like that it comes in a 3-pack, one really big one, and I took one of those small ones and I actually put it up in my beauty room so I can use it for any of my moisturizers or makeup products when they get low. So I give this product about 4.5 out of 5 stars. Definitely a good bang for your buck.
Next is an electric drill brush set that I bought. I have had one of these in my Amazon cart forever. This is a set of 3, so that's what the smallest attachment looks like. This one does feel pretty flimsy, so I don't know how deep, like this probably wouldn't handle anything that was like really stuck on. And then there's the part that attaches to your drill. So I don't know how that's gonna work for like really stuck on things. This one feels really flimsy too. It's a nice big one. But I will say the bristles, I wouldn't say flimsy like as in bad, but for some of those really like tough stains and like tough grime, I don't know if that's going to do a great job because it's like so flexible. And then you have this toilet brush looking doodad here, which is completely smashed because all 3 of them were in this like little tiny box. So I'm assuming it's not supposed to be like that because it definitely looks like it just got smashed in shipping. So we will test that out and see how that goes as well. So not as good as the first 2 products, but we haven't used them yet. So maybe I'm judging a book by its cover.
I definitely judged this product too quickly, and I actually really love 2 of the 3 attachments. My favorite attachment has to be this big round one, and I also like this smaller one because it got really good into that grout, and I could also go around smaller areas like the bottom of the toilet, and I decided to pull it into the shower as well and get that spot in my shower that's always really gross. The one attachment I did not like was the toilet brush looking doodad. I felt like it was really flimsy. It was just kind of like bouncing all over the place. I could definitely see myself using the first 2 attachments when I want to do a really deep clean. So I give this product a 3.5 out of 5 stars just because that toilet brush part, it's just not for me.
The next thing that I purchased is this little mini clean vacuum cleaner. When I do crafting or anything like that, I tend to get stuff absolutely everywhere. I'm gonna have to get scissors out of this drawer. I'm sure you're shaking on my tripod here, but I get stuff everywhere and it's just really hard to clean up. And I don't like the little bumblebee ones and stuff that I like everything to be nice and neutral. And a ladybug or a bumblebee vacuum isn't quite nice and neutral. So I picked this up. I really liked the look of this. Like it just seemed nice and sleek. It does have like different parts. So I guess that's the button that turns it on. This clamps on the bottom. Yeah, there we go. And then it comes with like this little feature too, which is like, I guess a little brush. I mean, it doesn't stay in there very well, but I guess so you can clean your keyboard and stuff, or this little bit. And it looks like this just kind of hooks into the bottom. So you can get in really tight spots too, which I did not realize when I ordered it and is actually kind of cool. Hopefully it works because I really do love the look of it. Like this could just sit out and that would not bother me one bit.
Popping this top off to put in the batteries is actually rather scary because I thought it was going to break and it was really hard to get off. But we managed to go ahead and get it off and pop in some batteries. And it was also tricky to get it back on because you have to put it on just right. So I don't know if I love that. I then decided just to test a mess. I poured some salt on my table and also in the crumb catchers on my table because I wanted to use that attachment. This thing does not have a ton of power and it really struggled to pick up the salt. And I'm going to show you why here in a second. But first, I did want to test that attachment, and I actually really liked this. I could see myself using this on a lot of our different tables because a lot of them do have these crumb catcher designs. The bottom doesn't actually make contact with the table because of these little like flexible things, so I think that's why it has trouble picking things up. So I wanted to try something bigger, so I took some mashed potato flakes, and it actually works a lot better when you have bigger flecks of something that you are cleaning up. I give this product 3.5 stars because I do love the design, but I wish it worked a little bit better.
Next on the list is a pipe dredger, is what they call it. We sometimes get some really gross clogs in our sinks. So I just thought that this would be really cool, and it was very, very inexpensive to just help clean out the pipes, and it's nice and flexible, but at the same time, it's got a nice wire going down the middle. So it's not going to be like going crazy on you. You are going to have some kind of control with it, and it's just got a nice small handle.
I tried this in two different areas. One was our sink, and it did do a little something, but honestly, I didn't really get much out of it, and I was kind of afraid to go down too hard because I wasn't sure if I was going to damage the pipes. I thought it would be a little bit more flexible, and since it has that big metal piece in the middle that I thought I was really going to like, I actually kind of hated it because it didn't really go around the pipes as conveniently as I would have liked. I also used it in our shower, and I used the very tip to get a big old disgusting clump of hair out, but it did absolutely nothing from there. So honestly, I give this 2 stars. Maybe it'll work for you, but I'm going to be throwing mine away.
I don't know what is wrong with me, but I had to have this. I saw this, they say it's a ketchup bottle. I saw this somewhere. I don't know if it was from TEMU. I saw somebody using it, and I just had to have it. So it's a squeeze bottle. But the part that I really liked was that's how it comes out. So instead of like squeezing it on, you have like a big blob of condiment on your item. It squeezes out, and it's supposed to distribute it a little bit more evenly. I know, very silly, but I just had to test it out. It's got a nice cap that snaps on, and then it just screws off so you can put the product inside. And you could get several of these if you liked them, which depending on if I like it, I might.
I took an unopened container of barbecue sauce and squeezed it in here, and I gotta say I'm on the fence about this product. A couple things I will say is that the lid is really hard to get on and off, but you want to close it tightly so it's sealed, but it's a pain to pop that cap back off. I like the design that it makes, like especially if you're going to do a cool plating situation, but it doesn't come out very quick, which I guess is the point, but I don't know, I'm on the fence because I don't hate it and it takes up less space in the fridge, so I kind of want to get more. But at the same time, I don't really know if they're worth it. So I went ahead and gave this product 3.5 stars because I just couldn't decide if I really liked it or not.
Next up, I purchased these, and these are for cleaning out like your sprayers, like in your shower or in your sink. And our shower one, we have hard water here at our house in Missouri in general. I guess I don't know. We have hard water. I've had hard water at every house that I've lived in, so I'm assuming it's a Missouri thing. But wanted to try these out because I don't always have the time to soak them in vinegar, and sometimes soaking your shower head, the one that's actually attached to the wall, soaking that in vinegar can be a pain. You got to do the whole bag thing, and I've spilled vinegar all over myself before trying to do that. So I did want to try these out, and you just snap one off and use it and then dispose of it. And you get 3, 6, 10 of them.
I was really excited to try this product because our shower head is absolutely disgusting. So I went right in there, I popped one off, and I got to work. And I immediately realized this is not for me. It kept bending when I was going into the silicone parts of the shower head, and it took forever. And I even tried it in the kitchen, and it would not fit inside of our sprayer. So I have to be honest and give this 1 out of 5 stars. I think it's a total waste. And I think just take the time to do the vinegar trick, and you'll be much better off.
Next, I ordered this bag. This is for cleaning your shoes in the washing machine. And I just wanted to try it because I do have some shoes that I would love to clean, but I'm always worried that they're just going to get messed up. So it zips open, and then you just, oh, hopefully, did I just break the zipper? No. Couldn't be that the zipper just broke. No, it's my imagination. It didn't. I will say it does feel like a little bit flimsy, but we're going to try it out and see how it goes. But it has like the space on the inside where you put each shoe. So it has this divider. And then it has this like weird foam attached to the inside, I guess, so it doesn't bang up against. There's a bunch of those foam rings. And then there's some at the bottom. So honestly, I'm probably going to try it with a very old pair of tennis shoes that I actually don't wear anymore. Because I'm still terrified to mess up my shoes.
I know what you're thinking. What in the world happened to those shoes? A lot. These are actually like my working in the yard shoes now because I used to wear them so much. I clearly destroyed them. So I will say this bag is rather small. These shoes are at 8.5 and they fit in there almost just perfectly. So I don't think a shoe any bigger than like a woman's 9 would fit in here, to be quite honest. It was snug. I figured it didn't hurt to clean the shoelaces as well. This little bag is actually from Dollar Tree. So I popped those and the shoes into the washing machine. And I did do a delicate cycle because I just didn't want to mess anything up. And I mean, the shoes came out pretty good. I mean, they were about as tragic as they were when I put them in there. We already know that they were a mess, but they were definitely cleaner and there was no extra damage on the shoes at all. And the bag also looked pretty good. Nothing broke, nothing ripped. The zipper still functioned perfectly fine. So I give this product 4.5 out of 5 stars, and I will definitely try some of my other shoes as well. So highly recommend.
Next few things I picked up are actually cord organizers, and I got 2 different sizes. Again, sorry for the packaging. Oh my gosh. I have again been wanting these for a long time, and I have them in my Amazon wish list, but they just seem so pricey for like what they are, and I just can't justify paying that much. So I got 2 packs actually of this bigger size right here. So it has your little sticky thing on the back. You remove that, you stick it on your appliance, and then you wrap your cord around here. I am a little bit worried about that depth right there because I feel like that's not very thick. I was hoping it would come out a little bit more for like our air fryer and things like that have like really thick cords and like a very long cord. I'm not sure if it's going to fit, but we are going to test it. I ended up getting the white. They did have a few different colors, and it comes in a 2-pack like that, and I got 2 packs.
So I was really excited about this one. And as I was doing this, I was like, man, I should have gotten a pack of the black ones because my KitchenAid is black. Well, you know what? It's not going to matter anyway because I think I'm just going to toss these. I did leave this one on here for now, but I think I'm going to eat my words on this one and say maybe the Amazon ones are worth it even for the price because it popped off when I tried to do it this way. So it is staying the other way, but I could not get the cord to go in the middle. I could not. Like I was like shoving it in there. It would not go. It was an absolute mess. So it is on here. It's still on here right now, but I barely ever touch my KitchenAid, so that's probably why. I also tried to do it on my little mini crock pot, and as you're going to see, it did not go well. They're not flexible enough. Not worth it. I give this last product, sadly, 1 out of 5 stars, and I probably should have just given it 0, to be quite frank, because, yeah, just ignore these. If you shop on TEMU, do not buy these at all.
I also got some smaller ones. Again, sorry for the packaging. I'm trying to do this realistic, real time. Nobody has time to unwrap everything before I film. So I did get 3 of the smaller ones, and these just come in a 1-pack. And I thought these would be nice. They're not like cord wrappers. They're like a cord holder. So these would be nice for like cell phones and things. These are flexible. The other ones were not. They were like hard plastic, but these are flexible. Again, it has your thing on the back, and it looks like it says 3M, but I'm not sure. So, but you can put your cord in the middle or on either side. And this is just really nice because I'm hoping it's going to be really nice because my cell phone charger, the cord is always like falling down. So when I go to get in bed at night, I have to like dig it off of the floor. And if I could just like stick it right on like the side of my nightstand and just have it just right on the top of my nightstand, it would be perfect. So I ended up getting 3 of these. Like I said, it comes 1 pack or 1 per pack, and I ended up grabbing 3 of those.
As you can see, this cord situation is a bit of a mess, and it is a struggle when I get into bed because I have to, if I pull it too hard, the whole charger comes out. So the 3M thing is real. It stuck. It stuck really, really well. And I really wanted it on the side, but because of that lip on the top of our nightstand, it was just popping out when I was trying to use it. So I actually ended up moving it, which took a bit to get it off because, yeah, no, it was stuck. I actually ended up moving it on the back of my lamp, and this is actually working so much better. And I also put one on my husband's side as well. So I definitely give this final product a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Highly recommend, and I'm glad we could end this video on a good note. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please check out the video and the playlist on the screen. And as always, smash that subscribe button so you can become part of our YouTube family. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.